Last month, the junior class of 2020 walked the stage to receive their ring in the 6th annual junior ring ceremony. Celebrating their senior year as a junior gave them something to look forward to.
What was it like being honored tonight by one of your students at tonight's ceremony?
It was really special because you hear so many negative things about education all the time. To hear something positive is just really meaningful, and really appreciate it. And one positive takes away 1,000 negatives.
It's always awesome to be recognized by one of my students. It's a great honor and a privilege.
Miss Miller is just such an awesome educator. She had a real big impact on my life. She taught me to love Frisco High and to love just high school in general, and she helped me acclimate really well when I was a freshman.
When Hunter first asked me, I actually started tearing up a little bit. It's something that I never expected, and it actually is just such a huge honor for someone to tell you that you've made an impact on them. It makes being an educator a pretty big deal.
Transition from middle school or elementary school to middle school, he helped me with everything to get like the homework and the work, because the different environment and different thing. Then it's helped me from transition to middle school to high school.
It was awesome. It was a surprise to me, and being a principal of a middle school building, you'd think there's so many other teachers that they would pick over me, but I was honored that she picked me. Kyra's the best, and she really worked hard her 3 years in middle school.
What made me choose Coach Fair is we were basically, how we were both assistants throughout the years, and now he's head coach, and he's been to 2 of my games so far.
What made you choose Miss Hit?
I really love her so much, and I've had her the last 2 years, and those 2 years have been really great, and I couldn't be more thankful.
It was overwhelming. I didn't even know that it was going to get to this level, gold medal, and I didn't even have to be in the Olympics.
Oh my God, I love Miss Simmons. She's the sweetest lady ever. She's super nice to everyone in the front office. She just brings a smile to everyone's face, and overall, she's just a wonderful person.
Choose Coach Davis.
I had her in elementary school, and she was a big influence on my on my extra activities and stuff like that.
It's always nice to know that you mean something to somebody and that you've made a difference.
It's always a surprise to get a notice like this that you've been chosen by one of your students for the ring ceremony. If it's for con sizzle, I can't say no.
The ceremony was a big success. The next time these juniors will be walking the stage, it will be with their caps and gowns. It's time for next year's juniors to be thinking about who they would like to honor. For RACC-TV, I'm Brock Mills.
During Black History Month, we're often reminded of the accomplishments of people such as Martin Luther King Jr., Maya Angelou, Frederick Douglass, Rosa Parks, and other famous African Americans. There are many others who are not as well known but who were influential in other ways. For example, Dr. Patricia Bath was a pioneer in laser technology. She developed and patented a device in the 1980s that created a less painful and more accurate treatment of cataracts, an eye condition which affects many older people. Dr. Bath became the first female African American to receive a medical patent. Now in her 70s, Dr. Bath continues to devote much of her time helping the blind. Dr. Ben Carson was the first neurosurgeon to successfully separate conjoined twins. He was born and raised in Detroit, Michigan by a single mother who taught him the value of education and self-reliance. He attended Yale University and received a medical degree from the University of Michigan. In 1984, Dr. Carson became the director of Pediatric Neurosurgery at Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore, where he practiced for almost 30 years. In 2016, he ran for president. He is currently Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. Harriet Tubman is known for leading hundreds of slaves into freedom in the 1850s and 60s through what became known as the Underground Railroad. It was not a railroad with a train and tracks, but a secret system designed to smuggle slaves out of the southern states and into the free northern states. Various people offered their homes for refuge along the way. After the Civil War ended, Miss Tubman dedicated her life to helping former slaves and the elderly. In 2016, the U.S. Treasury Department announced that Harriet Tubman would replace Andrew Jackson on the $20 bill. They're just a few of the many African Americans who have made a difference in history. The list is long, and their stories are often like our own. You or someone you know may be on that list someday. For RACC-TV, I'm Sharon Chitsango.
I enjoy 3D modeling and animation because it involves creativity and there's a lot of fun when you learn about the course. I look forward to making animated shorts that express my creativity, and what better of a way to express them than in the form of an animated short film.
BIM teaches students how to use Microsoft Office, which is Word, Excel, Access, which can really help in all fields, business, medicine, and really everything. If you have Microsoft Access and PowerPoint and all of that on your resume, then it could really help you in the future.
Since I started TV broadcast, some of the advantages have been being able to go in and not really know anything about editing or changing things in video or pictures, and then being able to kind of walk through and learn the different steps of how to edit videos and pictures. I think script writing has helped a lot because you have to use a lot of mental effort to think about what you want to say in order for it to make sense and other people to get it.
It definitely helps us because it makes us feel like we're in a real business environment. So I guess that's really important for this class because it makes us feel like we're out in the real world. So definitely when you get a job, especially if you want to be an entrepreneur and work for yourself, this is important because it'll let you know and get you to understand the aspects of creating a business and operating on your own or with other employees.
Well, you can learn the basics for designing a video game or making the platforms. You can also learn how to make the green numbers go down the screen like you're in the Matrix, stuff like that.
In fashion marketing, we learned how to predict upcoming trends. So like if we're talking about trends in the fall, what would come up maybe next summer or what to put out on the market. We use past trends to see what's going to be hot in the upcoming seasons. I thought I wanted to work in like fashion, like working in stores and stuff, but that's not what I want to do. I want to be a fashion designer, and that class helped me figure that out.
Sports marketing is a lot of fun because we always learn about the mechanics of the sports and entertainment industry and how to get our most effective business model to create the most customers and the most revenue for a company someday. And we also have a lot of fun projects and fun class time that we're always talking about the current sports world and how we can change our business models to affect that.
You can use the knowledge that we learn in class for all settings, just in case of an emergency or just like for some basic knowledge. So you learn how to take vital signs, how to become CPR certified, also learning about general healthcare laws, which is like skills and topics most people probably need inside the real world.
So I've learned basically different types of transactions, how to record transactions, and it's helpful, like especially if you want to start your own business or as you're high school and you're getting a job and things like that. It helps with managing your money and that kind of thing.
What I like most about yearbook is that you get to be on the field shooting right in front of the game, and it also helps you with your social skills and your writing skills, and also it's just a lot of fun.
For students who are interested in reviewing the list of technology classes available at Frisco High School, you might consider taking a look at the charts posted in the A-Hall stairway landing. You may be surprised at the number of career paths available.
Good morning, fellow raccoons. Welcome to the Weekend Weather Watch.
I'm Bradley Owen.
And I'm Broccoli Mills. Well, Bradley, did you have a nice President's Day holiday on Monday?
Is that why no one else was here? It was just another cloudy day to me.
Speaking of the weather,
today
is going to be rainy with a high of 60 and a low of 54.
Saturday,
more rain is expected on Saturday with a high of 65 and a low of 40.
And Sunday,
the sun finally comes out on Sunday with a high of 62 and a low of 43.
It's about time we saw some sunshine. It'll be an excuse to go outside.
What's going on this weekend?
First of all, congratulations to Jaden Janash and Lindsay Riles for setting school records in last week's state swim meet. And Amy Edwards did an outstanding job anchoring the Medley Relays. The FHS swim team came through again. JV baseball goes to bat with a doubleheader against Princeton High School today and Centennial this evening at Smotherman Field.
The wrestling team will be at a state championship today and Saturday in Cypress, Texas.
The soccer boys take on Lone Star here at home, and the soccer girls take on Lone Star at Lone Star.
The Lady Raccoons softball team also plays Lone Star at Lone Star.
On Saturday, the FI Steel track and field relays get underway at 8 a.m. at Memorial Stadium.
Library Palooza will be held from 9 a.m. till noon at Centennial High School. You'll get to visit with well-known authors and illustrators, plus a cosplay fashion show and other things to check out.
Next Thursday, there'll be a Best Buddies fundraiser at the Chick-fil-A at Preston and Gary Burns, all day from 6 a.m. till 9 p.m. Come out and enjoy some fellowship with your best buddies and fill up on chicken. It's for a good cause and you'll have a good time.
Anything else, Bradley? How did you do that?
Special effects, kind of like the weather graphics.
But why?
The Rock and Hip Hop Club is going to hold their first meeting next Friday, a week from today, in Mr. Jackson's classroom at W118.
Rock and Hip Hop Club, huh? What's the catch?
No strings attached and nothing to fret about. You'll just have to be able to play guitar.
Like you?
No, for real.
Anything else, Bradley?
I'm sure I wouldn't know.
For RACC-TV, I'm Broccoli Mills.
And I'm Bradley Owen.